Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a man charged with murder is now in custody after officials searched for him over the weekend. And a former Esto County clerk pleaded guilty to mismanaging nearly $80,000.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Monday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this Monday, April 28th. The time now 5 o'clock this morning, and that means it's time to check on in with meteorologist Eric Dean today. And Eric, it is a nice Monday morning. I saw that you had breakfast, so I'm kind of jealous of you for that one.
I did. I had a nice little 1 a.m. breakfast.
That's fun.
And some peanut butter pie to go with that too.
Wow, I love it.
Getting an early start there. Hey, you know what this week is, Amelia? It's Derby week. The Kentucky Derby is Saturday, and we'll have that forecast coming up later. Current time is now 5 o'clock. Let's get you out the door by taking a look here at the tower cam here at the WYMT studios. All is quiet as of right now. We have a clean sweep on live pinpoint Doppler radar. It's going to get a nice little break for today. It's when we get into tomorrow, though, that rain and thunderstorm chances start to pick up. We're seeing temperatures in the 40s and 50s, upper 30s near Clintwood, 52 in Wise, 45 in Hazard, 46 in Boonville, 46 in Irvin, 55 the Double Nickels in Somerset, as well as London. So let's go ahead and help you plan your Monday. We're going to make a run into the low to mid 80s. We'll see temperatures in the low to mid 60s by 10 a.m., mid 70s by 1 o'clock, and then as we go into the 7 o'clock time frame, temperatures will be in the upper 70s and low 80s. But we have thunderstorm chances just around the corner. We'll talk about that in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. But right now, the current time is now 5:01. We'll go ahead and send it over to Amelia.
Police arrested the man wanted for a deadly shooting in Floyd County. On Saturday, the Prestonsburg Police Department arrested Larry Johnson. Officials say he shot and killed Stephen Adkins in the Auxier community Friday. Kentucky State Police say Johnson left the scene and abandoned his car to escape officials. He's now charged with murder. One person is dead after a boat crash at Lake Cumberland. Officials say it was reported just before 6 yesterday evening in the White Oak Creek area. The Wayne County coroner tells our sister station it was a single boat crash with one person on board. He says fishermen found the person on the lake and called 911. The person's name has not yet been released. One man is dead and another injured after a car crash in Wayne County. Officials say it happened yesterday at the intersection of West Kentucky 90 and Kentucky 1546 when a car pulled out in front of a semi-truck. The driver, Seth Bolin, and passenger Elijah Bolin were both ejected from their seats. Elijah was pronounced dead at the scene. Seth was transferred to the UK hospital. The truck driver was also injured and then flown to the hospital, but he was later released. Folks in Rockcastle County are still mourning the loss of 21-year-old Jacob Madden. Madden died in a head-on car crash in the Broadhead area last week. Jonathan Madden, the brother of Jacob, says he was a good person. Jonathan says his brother loved his close friends and family more than anything.
At the time of the accident, my grandma had just went down earlier that morning and helped him arrange an Easter basket for his girlfriend and her baby. She was just born. And that's where he was going. He was going to spend Easter over there for a couple hours. He was going to come back.
Jonathan says it has been a hard time for everyone involved. He also says Jacob impacted everyone he met. A former Estill County clerk is set to be sentenced for serious money mismanagement in his office. Brian Crow resigned as the Estill County clerk last year. Friday, he pleaded guilty to criminal charges. State prosecutors say Crow overpaid himself by nearly $80,000, then filed a false tax return. His attorney tells us 2 horrific life events impacted Crow's performance as county clerk.
Made no bones about it. He was sort of, as I said, numb to his office, indifferent to his office after the 2 events that happened. And then he has a son that's electrocuted in front of him that he gives CPR to. And then when his father died on January 7th of 2023, which is the date of the allegation when all this started.
The prosecution recommended a 5-year prison sentence on the abuse of public trust charges and 2 years on the willfully filing or making a false tax return or failure to pay tax. If he goes to prison, Crow will serve 5 years, but his attorney says they will seek probation. He's scheduled to be sentenced May 23rd. Last Friday, President Donald Trump approved Governor Andy Beshear's request for a major disaster declaration. The approval will give Kentuckians access to individual assistance, including reimbursement for some essential expenses. Governor Beshear says that includes 16 counties being approved for individual assistance and 68 for public assistance. Kentucky is receiving more than $100 million in tobacco settlement funds, and that's part of the Tobacco Master Settlement Agreement payment. It stems from when Kentucky and other states reached an agreement with major cigarette manufacturers back in 1998. The goal was to make a difference in helping kids live healthier, and that agreement resulted in the state receiving more than $3 billion for farm families and child development for more than 20 years. 30 people from around the world entered Mammoth Cave last week and then emerged as American citizens. A unique naturalization ceremony took place inside the historic cave. Participants walked a steep quarter-mile path down dozens of steps to reach the Methodist Church, where they took the oath of allegiance. Park leaders say the setting was chosen because national parks are important public spaces available to all Americans.
We hope so. We hope that this park becomes part of their citizenship story. National parks belong to the public. These are America's parks, and we want people to come here and recreate, learn about America's past, and just enjoy our park system. So being a part of that story and their history is just a really great honor for us.
A U.S. District Court magistrate judge presided over the ceremony, which was attended by friends, family, and park officials. A Kentucky man is now $167 million richer. He won the largest Powerball jackpot ever sold in the Commonwealth. The winner's name is James Farthing. He and his mother say they have the ticket to prove it. Farthing bought the winning ticket at Clerk's Pump and Shop in Georgetown Sunday. He says he found out about the win yesterday.
I was in Lexington. I read mom making a bet.
And I called and texted to him, and I said, you know, and he said the man here sold it to him.
Well, it is now 5:06 this morning, and thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News This Morning. When we return, President Donald Trump approaches 100 days in office for his second term, and new polls show a growing disapproval on tariffs and more.
And in the world of weather, all is quiet now, but that will change as we go throughout the week. Details on the First Alert forecast coming up.